Hello everyone, today is Saturday, October 15, 2022 and we are doing the Hindu daily edition as usual, and first we will be identifying the most important news and then we'll be analyzing them. Fine. So India-China agrees for more military talks. Fine. The marble house not required. Code is not required. Liz Truss fires finance minister. PM said to scrap part of new economic package to counter crisis. Okay. And Sriram Srinivasan is the group digital editor. Fine. Nothing from here. Okay. Himachal polls on November 12. Gujarat on hold for now. Okay, 8 years after arrest, High Court acquits former DUP officer in UAPA case. Okay, not required. Collar charge sheet narrative terrorism, not required. Will Electoral Bond reveal the source of fund? Okay, we'll be seeing this. Okay, ultimate untimely rains leave paddy farmer counting their loss. Okay, nothing here. Okay, nothing here. Okay, we'll be doing this also. Eco-sensitive zone of Kerala. It has been in news for quite a long time now. Okay. Hijab wearing women are a part of nation building. Yes, of course they are. But they should not. Look, in a divisional bench, whenever a distinct order comes, means one is saying something else and the other judge is saying something else, then that the split order, yes, then that order is not of no use and it is nowhere quoted. This is a simple law, right? And let me tell you one thing, that yes, you can wear hijab, anyone can wear hijab. Why only Muslim women? Any woman or any male who wants to wear, he can obviously wear it. There is no problem in it. But if there is a rule in an organization, then you should abide by those rules, right? And instead of saying hijab wearing as a right, he should say that they should get education anyhow. This is the difference. Why India needs leader like V.R. Ambedkar, not leaders like them. They are just playing the game of misinformation. This is very unfortunate. Look, Agniveer Vayu non-combat intake. Okay, so we know it has to be done in December month, so it has begun. Don't ignore the role of women livestock farmer. Okay, we'll be doing this. Let's see what it has to offer. Okay, India deep tech and case of for strategic fund. Okay, let's see. First, let me read the caption. If correctly aligned with government's program, CSR fund and tax incentives can boost nascent India deep tech ecosystem. Okay, we'll try to see what is this deep tech ecosystem and what it is talking about. Okay. Again, one thing I want to say, this is in news now, DART. Okay, so maybe a question can come from here, right? Okay, in prelims next year. Okay, so I don't see anything here. Why is inflation at 35-year high as at last? They have asked some sensible questions. I'm happy that at least at this time they are asking some sensible questions. They are talking about inflation. Look, Rahul Gandhi should talk about education, inflation, especially in food and fuel. He should talk about health. Not only talk about, he should do something about this. Okay, then what they do? They start promising freebies. Promising freebies is not a solution. Okay, that when our government come, you'll get one flat in heaven free of cost. It should not go like this. They should talk sensible things, and due to weak opposition only, the present government is dictating its term. Okay. Look, global hunger index is out, and India ranked 107. This is coming in BPSC 67th mains. Mark my word. For GS1 section 2. Mark my word, this is coming. Why? It is in news, and now India will obviously counter it out, and then we are getting a question. You are getting a question here, and you are polluting the minds of youth. SC Slam Ekta Kapoor. Okay. Okay, that one, insulting soldier. Yes, there was a case 1 or 2 years back. Okay, India China agree for more military talks. Okay. Rape accused get bail on condition that he marries the victim. The lawyer of the accused said that they have eloped to get married as they were in love. I don't know. Attack on India and Australia come at a time when more students seek it as foreign education. Okay, fine. Hagrid died. Okay. Putin says he doesn't see the need to talk with Biden. Go and talk. Actually, Biden is a warmonger. The entire party has a history, right? I won't comment more into it. Let's see what we have for the examination. India's policies must aid its bright spot forecast. Okay, we'll do this. What it is? Wholesale inflation cooled to from 12% almost. It cooled to 10.7%, 11%. Right? Look, here it is, 12.4%. Okay. Risky to okay, we'll do this. Why it is risky to lift repo rates? And then we are on the sports page. Okay. Today is a Saturday, right? Fine. So we are done identifying the most important news. Now let's go and analyze the same. Okay, let's see. We have to do this electoral bond. Look, electoral bond may not come directly in prelims because it has been asked once, but yes, it has a very strong case for mains. The Supreme Court on Friday asked the government whether the electoral bond system reveals source of money pumped into the fund to fund political system parties, even as the center maintained the scheme is absolutely transparent. Is it transparent? Does the system provide from where the money comes? Okay. The methodology of receiving money is absolutely transparent. It is impossible to get any uncounted money in. To say that This affects the democracy may not hold water. Means to say that this electoral bond scheme affects democracy may not hold water. Okay. Means to say that the electoral bond scheme is if affecting democracy may not be cannot be justified. Okay, we will take your lordship thought this step by step, Solicitor General said. Senior advocate Kapil Sibal for the petitioner said that the scheme affected the very idea of free and fair election provided under Article 324 of the Constitution. Okay. There has been issuing of electoral bond before every state election. Okay, Prashant Bhushan said. Okay. Fine. So electoral bond are again in news, and mark my word, if they are 2 or 3 times more in news, then you are getting a question there, because it is directly related to our democratic process of free and fair election. Okay, so that's the logic behind it. Eco-sensitive zone, top court may take up Kerala's review. Supreme Court may also consider central plea seeking clarification on court judgment to have 1 kilometer eco-sensitive zone, ringing protected fire, national park and wildlife sanctuaries. Okay, let's see. Then I'll tell you what had happened in past. The Supreme Court on Friday indicated that it may consider taking up Kerala's review of Supreme Court's judgment to have 1 kilometer eco-sensitive zone rigging the protected forest, national park, wildlife sanctuaries across the country, along with plea of clarification sought by the centre. The bench said that the court would wait for centre's application to come up for hearing. It was responding to an oral order made by advocate. Okay. The centre has sought a clarification on certain paragraphs in the court's verdict, including the fate of building activities predating the judgment. The review by Kerala has argued that judgment would lead to massive displacement of people. Okay, so what has Kerala said? Massive displacement of people living in vicinity of forest area. Even worse, the judgment would strip thousands of scheduled tribe family and forest dwellers of their vested right under the law. Human habitation are those there within 1 kilometer of protected areas. Okay, in June-September, the Supreme Court in its judgment referred Environment Ministry guideline to highlighting ESZ around national park as shock absorbers for protected areas. These zones would act as transition zones from area of high protection to involving lesser protection. The court has now noted the national resources wave ravaged by missing other activities. Okay, so what was the look? If this is your Kerala, it is something like this. Okay, so what are the problem? First problem is displacement. What is the second problem? The second problem is mineral loss to state. What is the third problem? Third problem is a lot of state area loss. What is the fourth problem? Increased population to resource ratio. This would lead to overpopulation cases. Okay, so in this context you can analyze it. Fine, I'll tell you how to analyze it. I won't be analyzing directly for you. You know why? Because spoon feeding will not make you what you want to become. You have to analyze by your own. I can give you points, that's all. And you know, I don't do any kind of these things like showing a what we say, a video in beginning, or saying you that yes, all these topics are important for GS examination, this is done by this, this is this can come in this way. No, that is just question mongering. There is nothing else. This is fear mongering, not even question mongering. I have seen many videos, most of them do not understand the demand of this examination, therefore they are in problem. Okay, let's concentrate on ourselves. Do not ignore the role of women livestock farmer. Yes, this is very important. Women like livestock farmer. Let's read the caption first. Further, women need to be included in all facets of livestock development, breeding, veterinary care, extension services, training, and access to credit and market. Of course, so you must look. You can use this. Where you can use this? You can use this in agrarian distress question. Okay. The livestock sector is one of the most rapidly growing component of rural economy, and all those things are there. There has been a field study. Okay. It is widely recognized that majority of women in rural area are engaged in agricultural activities. However, the exception of participation in dairy cooperatives. Women role in livestock community is not widely known and discussed. Okay. So what are the issues? There has been an issue with data collection. Okay, just know these things, because you won't get I think if you have this much, this is your page, say, okay, UPSC, and this is your margin, okay, and these are your margins, then at most you will get space to write this. If you are writing this, you can write 1 point and a case study, means maximum 3 lines. So maximum 3 lines you will get to elaborate this point. You know, each, and I've always said, each article, if it is worthy of the examination, then it would always be 1 or 2 lines, not more than that. Okay, it will at most be a point in your answer. It cannot be more than that. Underestimation, obviously data is not there, so you can correlate it. Data absence, this would lead to what? Extrapolations, and this would lead to what? Underestimation. Fine. NLP, okay, I thought it would be a very good. Okay, this we can read. The core problems. What are the core problems? The problem is clearly that women livestock farmers are not visible to policymakers. Why? Data loss, underestimation, and one reason is lack of gender disaggregated data. Okay. First, recent employment survey such as PLFS failed to collect data on a specific activity of person engaged primarily in domestic duties. So undercounting of women in the livestock economy continues. Second, the reach of extension services to women livestock farmers remains scarce. According to official report, 80,000 livestock farmers were trained across the country, but we have no idea how many women farmers. In our village survey, only few women in each village reported receiving any information from extension workers. Women wanted information, but wanted it nearer to home and at times when they were free. Obviously, this is the demand for women, because they have high pressure of household work, especially rural women and children and husband and family. Okay, there are many ants here. Third, and you have to understand the condition they go through, right? So you have to be sympathetic to women, to tribal people, to transgender, because they are actually wearing a shoe. Okay, shoes full of, I would make it more clearer, conquer. Okay, so there are many nodules in their shoes, and that actually hurts them when they walk. Okay, third, in our village, women is poor household without collateral to offer to bank found it difficult to avail loan to purchase livestock. Okay, so thin file client. Same, these things will repeat, obviously. Around 15 lakh new KCC were provided to livestock farmer, but there is no information how many of them were women. Fourth, women livestock farmer lack technical knowledge and choice of animal. Fine. According to our village survey, men invariably perform these specific tasks and took animal for artificial insemination. Fifth, our village study shows that women were not available of composition and functions of dairy board, that men exercise decision even in women only dairy cooperatives. Okay. Obviously, women labor is critical to livestock economy. It follows then that what women should be included. What it is written. It follows then that women should be included in every stage of decision making and development. Okay, fine, same thing. Okay, so this is important. Core problem. There are four core problems. Okay, plus 2. 2 is these two: underestimation and data absence. Fine, make note out of it. Directly no questions, I don't see questions coming here, but yes, indirectly in agrarian sector it can be written. Agriculture, for agriculture point of view, this is important, right? India deep tech and case of strategic fund. Prime Minister Modi is making a concerted push for self-reliant military technology, semiconductor, science-based business. However, there is a market failure where typical venture capital will not invest in asset class and government money is not nearly enough, or it is fast enough, or is not fast enough. In order to become developed country in 25 years, India will need to build world-class deep tech. Okay, what is this deep tech? Let's see. To solve the market inefficiency, here is a case for an Indian strategic fund. Okay, India strategic fund. Okay, great innovation in existing corporate CSR budget and high net worth tax breaks will incentivize capital flowing into strategic technologies. Our way of life, economic and national security are underpinned to certain general purpose technology. Today, for four technology battleground exist: semiconductor, 5G revolution in biology and autonomy. This is 1, 5G 2, technology 3, and autonomy 4. Okay, yes. So each of these is vulnerable to military conflict. Okay, health emergency and natural disaster. They are dual use and have steep entry barrier. There is also area where India is still at base of the ladder. Self-reliance is not just a feel-good slogan; it is a survival imperative. Okay. Critical role of funding. Yes, funding is always important. No need to go through it. Okay, these are allowed to emerge. Okay. Venture funding. Deep technology is almost always dual use. For example, positioning, navigation, timing technology such as GPS is needed for Google Maps and Uber, but also extremely important aspect for fighter jet aviation and missile system. Fine. While the Western rhetoric is now beginning to shift towards increasing military utility of commercially available technology, we will need cognizant to fast of the fact that strategic technology cannot become burden of commercial industry alone. Redirecting CSR and tax incentive, obviously. So it is saying that since it lacks funds, lack is there. So what should we do? CSR plus tax incentives, whatever it can be directed here. It is saying, okay, and the way it is saying that CSR etc. can pull up a fund in India strategic fund. Okay, and this can fund what? This can fund deep techs on forefront. And what are the forefront? Just remember this. This will help you to get a mark in examination. 5G, automation, biology, means not biology exactly. Yeah, here it is. 5G, semiconductor, biology revolution, and autonomy. Okay. Automation, 5G, semiconductor, and biology revolution, right? So it you can say that it is a kind of Gati Shakti scheme. Okay, Gati Shakti for what is it? Deep tech. Okay, so you can, in your answer you can write is a kind of Gati Shakti or national scientific pipeline. Something like this is needed. Fine. In that context you can say. Okay, so the article is okay. But yes, it has given us a idea at least. Let's see what else is there. Global Hunger Index. Mark my word, BPSC aspirants, it is coming. If you want to score more about 200 plus marks in GS1, then this is your key. You'll get 3 history questions that are known to everyone what they are coming. You'll get 2 stats question. People with engineering background will do this more or less. They'll get a better mark here. And but the 2 current affairs question, okay, it is unpredictable most of the time. Yes, we can predict, but not exactly how much prediction is available with history or this stats. Okay, unpredictable. I think one is this one question would be this global hunger index, and second question can be from G20 or we had a BRICS summit this year. 2 of them are on the cards. I think one more is there, that is environment protection performance index, okay, in which India was ranked 180 the last. So but global hunger index I think is more on the cards. Okay, the country is ranked below Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bangladesh, Pakistan. Afghanistan is the only South Asian country that lags behind India in the listing. Let's see. India ranked 107 out of 121 countries on GHI, in which it fares worse than all countries of South Asia, being war-torn Afghanistan. The global hunger index, India is at 107. Even Rwanda is better than us. Okay, is a tool for comprehensively measuring and tracking hunger at global, regional and national level. GHI scores are based on values of 4 component indicator: undernourishment, child stunting, child wasting and mortality of children. Countries are divided into 5 categories of hunger on basis of their score, which are low, moderate, serious, alarming and extremely alarming, and India is on serious category. Based on values of 4 indicators, the GHI score is calculated on a 100-point scale reflecting severity of hunger, where 0 is the best score, no hunger, and 100 is the worst. India is scored 9.1, places it in serious category. It also ranks below Sri Lanka and all those countries. China is among the countries of collectively ranked between 1 and 17, having a score of less than 5. India's child wasting rate at 19.3, worse than level recorded in 2014 and even 2000. Okay, prevalence of undernourishment, which is a measure of proportionate population facing chronic deficiency of dietary energy intake, also risen in the country. Fine. But India has shown improvement in child stunting, which has declined, as well as child mortality, which has dropped. On the whole, India has shown slight worsening of GHI score from 28.2 in 14 to 29.1 in 22. Though GHI is an annual report, the rankings are not comparable across different years. GHI score for 2022 can only be compared with a score of 2000, 2007 and 2014. Why so? Let's see. 777. Okay, after 7 years it can compare. Okay, fine. So mark this, make notes out of it. You'll and thank me later. Okay, we had some economy news, 2 economy news. Okay, so IMF does not see a lot of room for fiscal support given the level of debt. So further support will have to be very targeted and time limited, says funds Glued Wolf. Okay, even if it praised India's growth forecast of 6.8% in ITNA and 6.1% in 23-24. IMF cautioned that there was limited policy space for overall global condition. With downgrades in growth forecast from June and slowdown predicted next year, growth rate next fiscal was still a bright spot. Okay. But it is absolutely true that one needs to look at what else can be done, he said to a response to a question from the Hindu on what India could do to counter or mitigate slowdown in next fiscal. The IMF does not see a lot of room for fiscal support given to the level of debt, so any further fiscal support would have to be very targeted and time limited. Okay. No impediments, but it is important to whatever can be done on a structural front and not to create impediments for growth and try not to create an exception of continued forward movement. Okay, fine, same thing. Risky to lift repo rate above neutral when growth fragile. MPC member Jainath Verma has suggested that RBI should raise the policy repo rate to 6%. Should raise the repo rate to 6%. Was achieved by MPC committee decision to rate the rather than 5.90%. Okay, and then take a pause to allow time for policy rate to get transmitted. The minutes of the September 28 to 30 meeting shows. Okay, a pause is needed after the hike because monetary policy acts with lag. Obviously, Mr. Verma said that in the meeting, the minutes released on Friday show it takes 3-4 quarters for the rate to be transmitted to the real economy. Okay, and peak effect may be as long as 5-6 quarters, means 3 to 4 quarters. You can understand 1 year about 5-6 quarter means 1.5 year, emphasizing that it was dangerous to push the policy rate as well above the neutral rate in an environment where growth outlook was very fragile. He said while the level of economic output has recovered to pre-pandemic level, it maintained well below the pre-pandemic trend line. If we raise the repo rate to around 6% in the meeting, at this meeting, it would be cumulative increase. That would be a cumulative increase in around 2% point in just 4 months, he said, adding the MPC needed to guard itself against rate hike hurting the investment revival. You understand this? So increase in rate would lead to decrease money in economy, and this would lead to what? Decrease savings, decrease investment, decrease capital building and all those things. Okay, this is same thing, this is not different. So this is what it is saying. Fine. So we don't have anything else here. So we are done with today's newspaper analysis. I hope you like it. If you like it, consider subscribing the channel, liking the content, commenting and sharing. For meantime, I'll take a part from you. So goodbye all, good luck, study hard and Jai Hind. So friends, I really hope that you like this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe our channel and share this video with your friend. Follow us on Telegram as well. Also, keep studying hard, keep following your dreams and keep tuned to our channel. Comment below for any suggestion. Till then, goodbye, good luck, keep studying hard.